Hello everyone, and today I'm going to explain to you that what is a scholar's mate, how to do it, and how you can stop it. Now, the scholar's mate in the local language is called a three-move checkmate as well. It starts with a move e4, e5, queen h5, imagine, and now your opponent plays something else. Then there is a bishop c4 moves comes, something else he played, and the queen takes f7. This is checkmate. Now, the question is, which is the best move over here? The play the move queen f3 or the play the move queen h5? I will say queen h5 is a much better move. Why? Because you're keeping an eye on f7 as well as you're attacking on e5's pawn. If your opponent plays the move g6, then there's a queen takes e5. First of all, it comes with a check as well as you will picks off the rook. If in case your opponent plays the move king e7, then the queen takes e5 is a checkmate. So queen h5 gives you the more edge rather than to play the move queen f3. I'm going to explain to you how to stop it. We will play from the black hand side. When the opponent plays the move queen h5 and attacking on our e5 pawn, so the best move here is to play the move knight c6 and protect it. Of course, you can play the move d6 as well, but in the d6, the bishop get locked up. So that is the reason knight c6 is the best move to stop. Your opponent will play bishop c4. Now over here, if you will play something else, that is a move, usually the lot of kids, they just play knight f6, and the next move, the queen takes h7. They just fall for this trap. So the best move here is to play the move pawn g6, attack on the queen, and now the queen cannot take on f7. Your opponent will play queen f3. Now the idea is same, to capture on f7 and so checkmate. Once again, if you play something else, it will be losing for you. Now the best move is play the move knight f6 just to block it. And black, the idea is quite simple. Just play the move bishop g7, and always remember, if you slide this pawn up, so in most of the situation, you have to play the bishop over there to control this structure. Okay, so you have to play. Now your opponent can try some of the traps on you. For example, the move is pawn g4. The idea is he wants to push the pawn on g5, and you cannot move the knight, right? Because if you move, then queen takes f7. This is a checkmate. What to do? Idea is pretty simple. Play the move knight d4 and attack on the queen. Now the idea is pretty simple. First of all, I'm attacking on the queen as well as I'm attacking on a c2 square, which leads to a double attack on the king as well as on the rook. And if your opponent plays the move queen d1 for the sake of protecting the c2 square, now pawn d5. If the bishop takes it, example, if the bishop takes it, there is a bishop takes g4, and once again the bishop is attacking. And if there is a pawn push, then you can play the move like this one. Okay, and if he takes, then there is queen h4. It's just, you just completely destroy white. And if there's a pawn takes d5, still bishop takes g4 gonna come. So now imagine you're saying, sir, my opponent played the move queen b3. Now the idea is both of the pieces, they are attacking on the f7, and I thought that queen e7 is the best move. No, the move over here is again knight d4, attacking on the queen. Okay, bishop takes f7. We will put our king up on e7. Now our knight is attacking as well as the queen has to protect the bishop as well. So the white is fall into a dilemma that he has to move the queen to the safe square as well as protect the bishop with the queen. Otherwise the king gonna take it. So the best square or the only square is queen c4. Now pawn b5 attacking. Now the queen cannot take this pawn because our knight is protecting it, and now as well as the queen has to protect the c2 square as well, or else the fork gonna come. So after the move queen d3, the only square, you will just take this bishop. And with the sake of one pawn, you got the bishop. Now you will say, if we are playing with the white pieces, then what to do? What is the best continuation from here? From here, the best continuation is, first you have to stop the knight d4 jump. How we can stop it? You can play the move c3 as well, but I will suggest you to play the move knight e2. The difference between a c2 square and the move knight e2 is that after the knight e2, you can go for the castling, and the black will go for the move bishop g7, the only move, or I think it's the best square to go, because when you play the move g6, so your bishop should be on the g7. In most of the cases, if you play g3, then your bishop should be on a g2 square. So this is a general principle, you can say, in the pawn structure. And now the both the side will castle. So in this video, I explained to you how to do the scholar's mate, as well as how you can counter the scholar's mate. As well as at the end, I explained to you that if your opponent knows everything, if your opponent still plays the move knight f6, just go for the move knight e2 and castling. Now you have an easy game, that is a move knight c3, pawn d3, and you can develop your bishop, and your game is comfortable and cool. That's it for the today. Thank you so much for watching.